I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Better not see on this life, I'm live it up, I'm being bad, baby I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.
Good evening, everybody that's coming to see us tonight. We in the room with another great episode of CC Reacts and Trill After Dark. How you doing today, ma'am? Could you please introduce yourself to people who may be following us for the first time on the live?
My name is Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, and we in here.
Yeah. We're gonna have an interesting conversation for you tonight. You know what I'm saying? Based on your videos, and it's also something an ongoing thing that you've been having going on a lot. You've been saying a lot for a very long time. But salute to everybody that's coming through, all the members that's showing love, man. We appreciate y'all joining us on this late night stroll. Shout out to my brother Pablo Escobar in the building. I see you, man. I see you, Pablo. Pablo got a dope video out. Enjoy his video, man. CC checked out his video, real dope video. Y'all should check it out. Shout out to Pablo Escobar. Shout out to the brother Kondo Sami Hassan in the building. Opulent LD. Salute to you. Salute to the Seeker 372. I see you. Shout out to Angie Wise. What's up, Queen? Angie Wise, fool, in the building. I see you. Shout out to Courtney Nicole. I see you, Courtney. What's up, Queen? Look, and I also want to bring this to the table before we really get to cooking. Cece, I want to just congratulate you because, man, you got your event is almost sold out.
What's almost sold out?
I mean, you got less than 10 tickets. Less than 10 tickets left. Less than 10 tickets left for the event. Very, very amazing. Mary, I see you. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you so much for coming through and showing love. Yeah, you got less than 10 tickets. You know what I'm saying? That's a phenomenal Mexican. I see you, homie. What's up, brother? Yeah, I mean, I'm flabbergasted. And I mean, what is that, a week? This ticket's been on sale a week?
Been on sale a week.
How's that? I mean, how does that make you feel like that? I mean, it's one thing just to be a part of a sold out event. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a part of a sold out event. How does that make you feel? I listen to some of these stories and shit and I listen to where you actually come from. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my camera right. Where you actually come from and where you at now. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel to be hosting sold out events, selling books online? You know what I'm saying? I know you've been doing hand to hand for a long time, you know, out of the trunk, doing the independent hustle thing, but like really turning into a business. How does that feel to you?
Well, my books was selling online before. I'm just gonna throw that out.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying it's a process. You know, yeah. Don't try to make me like, yeah, like nah.
Like you brand new to this shit.
Yeah, like I'm brand new. My stuff been in stores, libraries, colleges, book tours, this, that, and the third. But the new CC, let's just say it, the new, you know.
Well, let me say this: CC Reacts
is
different than Cecilia Robinson. CC Reacts is a online sensation. Been looked at over 5 or 6 million people on your particular platform have seen you, and then you've been seen on millions on other platforms across. I mean, listen, literally tens of millions of people have seen you now. You know what I'm saying? You've been in tens of millions of people home. How does it feel to make that transition to an actual, you really turning into a real brand?
It feels wonderful, despite the people who try to block me. It feels great. It feels, goddamn it feels good. Listen, it feels good to be me. And I appreciate all the support. I appreciate it. I fuck with that. You know, these are my cousins. But
what is that been leading up to where you at right now? What has that been like? What's going on? What has that been like?
What you mean?
Getting to where you at right now. what has that journey been like? The transition, getting out of prison. Um, Even when you got out of prison, you was hustling and trying to make the transition into straight legitimate lifestyle and uplift your brand. What has that journey been like?
The journey has been one. Okay, this is my family. I can talk to my family. So y'all finna hear some things. So I know I kept it short when I said that when I got out of prison, I worked a job and I stayed at the job for a year and a half and then I quit. You know, what people don't know is I went back to hustling.
Mm.
And I don't think people understand when I say I hustle. People think, oh, like she scam, no fuck scam, and I go back to my old ways. Listen, you put any dude out there on the block, or you put any dude that move around great, I can match him. So I went back to that. I went back to it while I was doing my building my company, my management company. And then when I started getting my management company together and my clientele started coming the way I wanted it to come. And it was the clientele that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I slowed up. But it's without incident. I had an incident, I ended up getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? And the incident, it wasn't me per se who got robbed. It was somebody who was real close to me that got robbed, but it was my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it could have literally cost them their life because it was so much shit. So when I took that hit, I was like, okay, that's God way of saying, bitch, you got all this stuff going on over here. You need to leave this alone for real. And I left it alone. I just walked away from it. Um, I went through a draw because I'm because I'm used to fast money and I'm used to hustling. I'm used to fast money and hustling. But then shit, something better came along. It's like start talking, use what you got, use your talent. You have so much talent. I have a lot of talent. And I got a lot of people that believe in me, especially you, Black.
What was that like though? What was that like making that decision to hustle? You know what I'm saying? When you came home, I mean, a lot of people, you know, I mean, me included. You know what I'm saying? When I got home, I'm gonna just be real with you. You get put in real weird situations. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you get put in these weird situations when you get home, and you have to make a decision, and you have to feed yourself. But you got to put yourself back on track because I'm gonna say I was more equipped with the a thinking process when I came home from prison, opposed to when I went in. But what is that decision like to make that decision after you've been equipped with all of these thinking processes and you go back to hustling after you get out of prison? What is that decision like that you're gonna get out here and make some moves?
Well, all I know is hustle, whether it be illegally or legally. You know what I'm saying? I have a hustler's spirit. So I want to sell some shit. Either I want to steal some shit or I want to sell some shit. That's in me. You know, that's in me. So it's really nothing. And I say this, and people be thinking I be playing when I say, man, when do you feel sorry? Hell, motherfucking no. Cause that's some shit turn left, some shit go left. I know I'm going right. I'm going right. I mean, it's just in me, you know. But God has blessed me and put me in a position. I didn't have a thought. It's like it's second nature. It's second nature. I've been surviving my whole fucking life. You know, I've been surviving and hustling. So it's just second nature. So it's nothing for me to say, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Let me go do this. I know I make shit shake real quick, going on about myself, be on the phone in my meetings, and this real life story, be on the phone in my meetings, but I got
Hmm.
14
Don't go too deep. Yeah.
right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing whatever I'm doing. That's nothing to me. That's nothing to me. But like I said, God put me in a position and he put some great men around me, Black, that's like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep betting on you. Just keep betting on you. Keep betting on you. And it took, people don't know this, it took Black a whole year to to file me down from being, and I'm on radio shows, everything, to file me down from being the way I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we all hit that crossroad. You know what I'm saying? When you come home, I mean, we was having a discussion about um when I made the ultimate decision. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I got home, I got put in a real awkward position. You know what I'm saying? I got dropped off in the middle of fucking another state, and I was completely out of bounds, and I had to make some moves and do what I had to do. But still, when I came home, the ultimate, when I actually came home from the halfway house and all the whole process, I had made the decision that, that shit was in the past. And being asked that ultimate question, when you really are around motherfuckers that's rich and that are your homies that feel like they indebted to you and want to see you shine with them, and you have to make a decision, and they ask you, "Hey man, what's up with this? What you finna do? You back in the game or what?" And you have to make that decision, and you gonna say yes or you gonna say no. So it have to be, it's a thought. I mean, even me knowing that I said I wasn't gonna do that, it was still a process in my head. That's how I can even regurgitate the scenario to people when I go through it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't know if it was necessarily a fear thing. It was just, am I really gonna go back into that lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna fuck with that again? You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that. You didn't have any of that go through your mind.
What? Teetering and tottering.
I
Am
ain't
I
gonna
gonna
say
do it?
teetering and tottering. I ain't teetering and tottering, but it was an instant. It was an instant right there in that instant where I had to make a decision. It was a thought.
No,
Because
look.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you why. Because before I couldn't think. Before I couldn't think. I didn't have a thought process. Before I went to prison, before years of counseling and shit like that, there was no thought process. I didn't even understand the dynamics of a thought process. But after prison, I had a thought process. And that was different. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
Look, hustling is always in the back of my mind.
Mhm.
Whether I do it or not, it's always in the back of my mind because it's like my bed. You know what I'm saying? It's my bed. Without that, I will not be here. Without those incidents, I wouldn't be present.
Mhm.
I mean, I went through that, so that's something that's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a baby I had. It's a part of me. It's always gonna be a part of me. Um, when I was at first when I was at Subway, you know what I'm saying? I got a crib, I got a crib, every fucking thing. You got bitches coming in there just because they got long ass weave in their hand, long ass fingernails on. They want to talk to you crazy because you work at fucking Subway. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you gonna make my son. Bitch, I'm not gonna do shit but smack the fuck out of you. And that was my words to them. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to me like that. I'm a customer. Bitch, get out. I'm the manager. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out. Get out, get out, get out. I don't like people talking to me crazy. I don't like people talking to me crazy or thinking I need a job, even with the owners and shit. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? Don't think I need to be here. Bitch, I don't need to be here. You know what I'm saying? You need to be fucking careful before I have somebody come here and lay us all down. And I get the fuck up out of here. That's what you need to do. And that's my mentality. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like when I'm thinking like that. And those thoughts are in my mind. Even when I left Subway and I went to the pizza spot, I'm in there arguing with bitches. I'm really arguing with motherfuckers about pepperoni or sausage or fuck y'all. Y'all chicken strips. I don't give a fuck. Or your chicken wings. You only gave me 9 chicken wings. It's supposed to be 10. Fuck you and all 10 of these wings. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? A bitch going in the register, stealing out the register, and then I got to counting down at the end of the night, and the register is $17 short, and the only person who can fix this shit is her. Motherfuckers trying to make it seem like I don't need a motherfucking thing. None of you. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I'm gonna do. Bye. After I hit y'all ass, because I hit them. After I hit their ass, I'm up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of here and give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 30 days. I move. I make that move. I make that move. You know what I'm saying? And I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Shit. It just is what it is. And then it's just I'm not ashamed of who I am. I just am who I am. You know what I'm saying? You blow me, it's like shit can get real ugly real quick. But I'm a changed person, y'all. I'm sitting here talking. This is therapy. This is therapy. I'm a changed person. But I'm telling you, I got some people inside my head that's with the shit.
I mean, I mean, I feel you, because I ain't gonna lie. When I first got out, you know what I'm saying. From when I had to go to, like I said, I had to go to a halfway house that was in another state than the one that I was in, and I had to work a job. Like, now this is crazy because when I left the streets. I had a business and all that shit, and so when I left the streets, I had a home and cars and shit like that. But I had to go to a halfway house that was in another state, and I didn't know anybody there. And the only way that I could stay out of prison was to get a job. You know what I'm saying? And I got a job as a bus boy. Now I'm a bus boy at like a high end. It's kind of like Papados, but it's like a high end seafood restaurant and shit like that. So all these like independent, strong black women, they come through there on a lunch break and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they in there, they talking to me and shit. Now, I come home, I'm yoked. I look good as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie, I'm ripped up and all that shit. And I'm a motherfucking bus boy. And the women's, they want to talk to me and shit. They want to fuck with me, but they don't know shit about me. They just know they saying that shit to me, grabbing on my dick and shit. I would fuck you, but you just a bus boy. Saying shit like that to me. Now, I mean, I got a whole crib and car and money and shit that I done left out here on the streets and shit like that. But I got treated like a piece of meat every motherfucking day. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Got disrespected by chicks and shit. Had to and then look, had to walk to work in the rain and shit. It was rain pouring down, rain and shit like that. I just want to go home. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go. It wasn't nothing I could do though. It wasn't nothing I could do because either I kept that job, literally, either I kept that job, paid them halfway house people, or went back to prison. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was. And so I had to, I mean, it was just one of them things where I just had to bite the bullet because I really was that serious about staying free.
I listen, I worked off my parole. Once my parole was over, I said, fuck all that. I'm going back to doing me until I do whatever else I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But being treated like a piece of meat. Check this out. It was two black girls up in the Palermo, the pizza place I was at. Me and this other chick. I had a problem with her. And even though that's my folks, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I consider her a friend. She watching. I had a problem with her because she said that she would became invisible once I got there. You know what I'm saying? They used to call her my name. She just, she had a problem with that. And her whole thing is, you know what I'm saying? She's watching. And this is no, I'm not saying the shit I ain't said to her, and she know this, and this is how I talk, and it's real shit. Her problem was she wanted to conform. She wanted to be accepted by those fucking people. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm the star when I walk in this bitch. And it's like, the dudes come in there. They listen, it's a glass separating the kitchen from the outside world. Motherfuckers peeking through pizza boxes and seasoning salts and shit. Look, get the fuck away from here. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of that shit. Motherfuckers want to call and if somebody else answer the phone, they want to hang up and call back and see if I answer. It was a whole bunch of different weird shit going on. And another thing, the owners of the restaurant this is why I hit their ass, if y'all want to know, because I know y'all just think like this bitch steal everywhere she go. No, that's not it. The owner, it could be, but the owner propositioned me. He wanted me to be his little black bitch.
His bed wench.
He wanted me to be his bed wench. This motherfucker ain't got no lips on his face, but he want me to be his bed wench. You know what I'm saying? He bought, and there's some real shit. On Saturday nights or early Saturdays or different days, he was a part of these soccer. They had like professional soccer leagues and all this other shit. He would bring all of them up in there, and all these guys, it's about 30, 40 guys. And he'll want me, just me, to come, serve them, and they're gonna pay you, and I was his prized possession. And this is some real shit. I was his prized possession. I was the pretty girl. At this point in time, I didn't have locks. You know what I'm saying? This is another reason I want to lock my fucking hair up. I had long blonde weave, long ass blonde weave. And I was a little bit smaller. Have it go, I was his prized possession. And even when he would leave out the restaurant, he'll go across the street to another restaurant. He'll call over there, CC, come over here, help us out over there. I mean, it's like, yo, so you motherfuckers gonna pay. You're gonna pay great until I get
what was I mean, get more, let's get a little bit more in detail with that though. You know what I'm saying? What was that like? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I had to, like I'm saying, I'm telling some real shit. I'm going to bus table, I'm picking up I got a bus tray in my hand and shit. It might be 6 chicks there, and one of them might, reach back, grab my dick, you know what I'm saying? This some real shit. One might slap me on the ass and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? All kind of weird shit. It was some weird ass shit.
Oh no,
and so
you better not touch me.
So I'm just saying, but I mean, you have to put up with like a lot of weird shit in these atmospheres, especially if people know that you don't want to lose your freedom. I don't think them chicks didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that. They just thought I was a buster or some shit like that. But what was your experiences like when like you said, he wanted to make you was his prized possession? How did that? What is that like? How did you manufacture that in your mind that's what he wanted?
Listen, I know how did I manifest. He
I know.
told
I
me.
mean, okay, come on. Well, tell me how he told me. How did that work out?
Okay, look. Look, dudes will come up in there for me to talk, come up in a restaurant to talk to me. He'll be watching the camera. If it's a dude up in there, he'll call. I don't want them talking to you. Like, this nigga will be at his crib. Like, I don't want them talking to you and all this other shit. But here's the thing. Look, I don't like weak dudes. And I don't like dudes who think with they dick. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the type of dude you are, and you're talking to me, you setting yourself up. Because a couple of things gonna happen. For one, you own establishments and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can hit your ass with a sexual harassment, but you're gonna pay. No matter how I choose to break this down, you're gonna pay. Or I'm gonna tell you, I need this, that, and the third. Every time you look around, you going in your fucking pocket just because you want to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Or I need a big lump sum of fucking money, which that's what I end up doing. I needed a big lump sum of fucking money, and I'm out your fucking hair. What happened was I bought a house. I bought a house in Pittsburgh. And so he found out I bought a house in Pittsburgh. He was like, well, I'll come over there and see what you need. Now, you're not going to come to my motherfucking house. Mind you, like, he ain't got no pussy. But he's doing everything he can to get the pussy. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to come over there. It's some buildings I'm looking at down the street. Why don't you come down there? I don't need to come to your motherfucking buildings. You know what I'm saying? So do you have a car yet? I had money. I wasn't allowed to drive. Do you have a car yet? No. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll buy you a car. I don't need you to buy me a car. He did everything he possibly could to fuck me. It just is what it is. Here's the thing, women. As long as a dude wants to fuck you and you're not giving him what he wants, but you around, he's gonna do whatever you say. But if you fuck him, you lose your power. I needed every fucking thing, and I hit their ass for a whole bunch of money, and I got up out of there.
I think we had this discussion a while back ago. Hold on, I'm sorry. Just me and you. We had this discussion a while back ago. Well, I think you was asking. I think maybe you asked me, why do females still talk to dudes that's locked up? You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. I don't know how we got to that discussion. Why do girls talk to dudes that's still locked up? And I told you that a lot of women like they like having that power over dudes, because dudes can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing, and they can control. They can cut cut them off at any given time. Because if a woman really wanted to just shut a dude down in prison, all she has to do is stop answering the phone and not write back.
True.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you still put money on his books and all that other shit, it's some weird shit going on with you where you like the power over him.
Oh, I was getting to that part.
So I'm gonna ask you. I mean, now that's a flip side to that. I don't know the woman side to that. I mean, is it a situation to where did you feel like because you was incarcerated, people felt like they can control you, or because you don't, even though you on parole and they can know your probation officer and all this shit, they can make a call and get you sent back. Was this something that you felt like they controlled you just because they knew that you had been incarcerated?
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
That wasn't it. Here's the thing. These foreign guys with money, they're used to black females just giving up the pussy and fucking with them because they got money. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. I used to work for his sister. And I left his sister and I started working for him. His sister owned the Subway. So when I got over there, in his head, he was like, okay, when he seen how I ran Subway, he was like, okay, she'll be a good asset to the team, and she beautiful. She gonna bring in more customers. Because he was comparing, it was, like I said, it was on two black females there. He was comparing me the way I look to the other girl. That's one. Two, let me tell y'all this. Now I won't be real if I ain't say this. The way he treated me and all this other shit, I'm not gonna say I felt like a piece of meat. No, I felt like the shit. And I'm finna tell you why. I'm finna tell you why. I was getting hated for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? People are hating me. It's chicks up in there hating me for shit I didn't do. Don't hate me, goddamn it. Hate God. He made me. You know, I didn't do nothing. I just came up in here and did my motherfucking job. Those guys, those gentlemen, because it was multiple, they chose to say, choose me over you. You know what I'm saying? So when all them 30, 40 niggas, he bringing all them dudes over there and he asking me to come to the other restaurant and shit like that. He asked the other chick that. You know what I'm saying? I was making money. Them motherfuckers was paying me to look at my motherfucking face. And did I feel bad? Oh, hell fucking no. I'd rather them motherfuckers pay me to look at my motherfucking face than to keep looking in your motherfucking face and I know you stealing and trying to get me in fucking trouble. Nah, bitch, we not cool. It is what it is.
I mean, I don't. Why did you say they used to like black females like giving up the pussy? Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I seen some weird shit. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I seen this documentary a while back ago, and in Saudi Arabia, I think, and in Saudi Arabia, it was like so they had imported. It was like a whole lot of prostitutes over there, a lot, and they was all black. I'm talking about in like Saudi Arabia.
That was like 2 years ago, that documentary.
Yeah, it was like all these fucking black women in Saudi Arabia, like prostituting. And, you know, that's when I realized that these dudes, like a lot of these foreign dudes, they really like black women like that because I don't know where they got them from. I think they got them from Africa and shit like that. They was coming in from Africa and going over there and shit like that. But they was like, they was over there in Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about hundreds, not thousands of them out there prostituting. And they was working and making plenty fucking money. And you could tell that that's what they looked at black women as. Yeah. They looked at them as objects of sex. They objectified them sexually.
Well, no, they don't do shit. We objectify ourselves sexually.
I mean, these women was brought over there for that though. These women was actually enslaved. They were slaves.
I thought you was talking about the ones who went over there willingly.
Well, it's other ones there that go over there willingly. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I thought that's why.
But you don't. I don't think you go to Saudi. You don't go to. You can. This part of Saudi Arabia. I'm not talking about the UAE. This part of Saudi Arabia. Those women was like kept over there from getting captured or getting kidnapped from Africa, but there are women that go to the UAE and also to Dubai for prostitution, black women, and they make a lot of money. They
There's also a bunch of bitches go to that corner store.
Yeah, that's true.
For prostitution.
And get their rent paid.
Yep. There's also a bunch of them fuck their landlords. You know, I'm not shitting on this, that, and the third, but it just is what it is. That's why they look at us like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Instagram. Take Instagram for instance. If you following 7,000 people, you know what I'm saying? So if you following 7,000 females, 6,000 of them are gonna be naked. Their ass gonna be out. They're gonna be twerking. They long weave
for free,
for fucking free, for free. You know what I'm saying? For views, for likes, for hearts, for DM, for motherfuckers getting their DM so they can say these motherfuckers are thirsty and all this other shit. But you're setting this trap. So just them motherfuckers, they women got to be covered. You know what I'm saying? They women have to be held to a higher standard. When they getting in the bedroom, them bitches not sucking no dick. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches not busting it open. They not on the stairs. They not doing none of this shit. Straight missionary. Straight missionary. And that's their tradition. They want something that's going to turn them on. And not all black females. A lot of black females, the only way they feel like they can get ahead is to sexualize themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they on Instagram, they on Facebook, they on wherever, TikTok, doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And then these motherfuckers see them, so they get to DM them, hey, I'll pay you to do this. I'll pay you. Since motherfuckers here, I'll pay you to do this. Oh, I need 3,000. You gotta fly me out. You gotta do this. Then they get to talking in the group chat with their bitches and shit. Yeah, I got this motherfucker finna fly me out. All this other shit. You know, like they done got up. Motherfucker ain't said I need some property or I need a deed or I need a car. They just listen. Shit be asshole backwards to me.
And ain't no telling when you get over there what a motherfucker telling you to do when you get over there. Cause I done seen some foul shit going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing they ain't gonna ask you to do when they get over there. Shout out to the homeboy 7-8 Sports TV in the building.
Hey, 7-8.
What's up, homie? And if y'all are coming out to the event, 7-8 will be there as well. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dope. You don't want to miss it. I mean, well, at this point, if you ain't got no tickets, you might be out of luck. Like I said, we was listing 10 tickets from selling out. So you know what I'm saying, but you might want to get it if it's available. We listing 10 tickets from selling out, and once we sell out, you ain't gonna be able to buy one at the door. Shout out to my brother 7-8. He said these hoes don't know how to make no money no more. They rather slut it out for free.
Hey, that's true, 7-8. I got some stories on that too. Listen, it's a brother in the chat. His name Dwayne. He say, "Was said on Muslim, they asking black females to do what they would never ask their wives. It's not permitted." Check this out. Here's another thing, and I talk about this a lot. You know what I'm saying? People don't know this. I'm a Muslim chick. Well, y'all do know this. Y'all listen to the stories, but they don't respect black women. You know what I'm saying? This is the same thing as a dude. You fucking a dude, and he tell you he want a nut on your face. You got a whole wife. Have you nutted on your wife's face? You're not gonna nut on my motherfucking face. You're not gonna do this. You're not. It's just they don't. It's a lack of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack of respect. But
do you feel like they feel like they don't have to respect black women?
They don't.
Do you feel like that's like a turn on to a lot of non-black men that they feel like that they don't have to respect black women?
That is a turn on to them. Listen, even Nigerians. Not them motherfuckers, they can't stand women. You know what I'm saying? They can't, American women especially. They shit. These, long as a person can look down on you, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they could do any damn thing to you. A lot of black females, they don't care. They don't care. They just go. You got right now, you got some female with a white man being tied up at nighttime. He calling her, "You nigger bitch."
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my homeboy, Phenomenal Mexican. I can't put I don't know why it's not letting me put your comment up here on the screen, but I know everybody see it in green. He said a lot of IG models go to the Middle East and get shit on by he's literally shit on and made to perform acts with animals. Don't lie. I seen the documentary, LOL. It's disgusting behavior for 2 or 3 G's.
Mahogany dreaming. That's your opinion.
Well, no, I think she made this comment before you went on to say exactly what she said. Well, I mean, I don't know what
that's
comment.
Not what I said.
She said black females are exploited because there's no respect for us. That's what we just said.
Hold on. This is the problem. We want everybody else to respect us, but we don't have fucking respect for ourselves. How is somebody else gonna respect you and you don't got no respect for yourself?
And
go ahead.
But no, I'm gonna second that. It's not just black women, black men the same way. Black men don't respect themselves. They don't respect themselves. Black people do not respect themselves. They don't. It's not just black women, it's black men too. All you motherfuckers is for sale. Now I ain't gonna say all, but a vast majority are for sale and on some bullshit. You know, it's a vast majority. You know what I'm saying? That black man to go in there and suck that dick in that office just like that black woman will. Trying to get ahead. He'll get on motherfucking Instagram and rip off his shirt and put on some tight ass, some weird ass queer shorts and shit, putting ads out just like that woman will. You know what I'm saying? Black people as a whole collectively do not respect themselves. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's down.
No, I'm sorry. I mean because I don't want that to get like misconstrued but you was responding to mahogany dreaming, but I do want to say that I want to say to all black people, it's time that y'all start respecting yourself and respecting who you are as a people collectively. You know what I'm saying? And I say that I think all people should do that. You know what I'm saying? This shit is getting ridiculous. But CC, I do kind of want to move on because it's a part. It's so many of those stories. This week we've been dealing with a lot with Dolores. You know what I'm saying? And Dolores is obviously mentally challenged.
Man, in more ways than one.
She's obviously mentally challenged. And you used to say something. You said something that was extremely dope back in the day. When you first started this, you said that crazy people don't belong in jail.
They don't.
Elaborate on that. Elaborate on the Dolores situation, as well as, you know, why you feel like crazy people don't belong in jail.
Crazy people don't belong in jail because there's no real help or therapy for them. I'm already going through my shit. You can't put me in a cell with a crazy motherfucker and I'm supposed to forget about what's going on with me to understand what the fuck is going on with them. We're gonna collide. You know what I'm saying? That's an atomic bomb waiting to happen. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. What is wrong with you? You know? And the only reason they have them in there like that because they're another body to get some more money. So it's like they have so many people with mental illnesses. I don't think y'all understand. You got motherfuckers in there on walkers, walking like this and shit. Like, well, what they do to be up in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, just, all right, man. They have to be here. You know what I'm saying? They got to be in a accessible cell, and they got to have people in there because, you know, they talking and slobbing and shit. They got to have somebody to wipe them. What they do to be in here? What did they do? You know, why these people can't go home? And then a lot of people that's up in there, say if they have done something on the outside and they was maybe normal or somewhat normal when they got up in there and some shit happened, like they had a stroke or some shit and all this, they keep them there. It was a lady. It was a lady. She was older. This lady, she was dying. You know, she had got bed sores and everything. Her kidneys failed. I'm talking about she was fucked up. So they waited until the doctor say it's nothing we can do for her. Well, it was nothing they was going to do for her. She's an inmate. You know what I'm saying? They waited until the doctor say, man, she got probably a couple of days left. And they sent this lady home on house arrest. They sent her home on house arrest and she's dying. But all the time you got her in the fucking cell. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? It's just something wrong with them. They don't give no fuck. Have a baby in jail. Have a baby in jail. Your ass gonna be handcuffed to the motherfucking hospital bed while you pushing. While guards is standing there. You muted.
No, I was gonna hear you talk. I'm now I want to play a little bit of devil's advocate because when I got into I remember being at this detention center, you know what I'm saying, when I first got ready to start my bid on this deal. And it was this dude there. His name was Tim, right? And Tim, he was fine, he was regular when he came off the street. You know, I wouldn't even say he came off the street. I would say by the time he got to county, he had got all the drugs out of his system and shit like that. He was eating jail food and shit like that. And he was just a regular person. All his stuff had calmed down. But when we got to the detention center and he was able to have like access to all these meds and shit, Tim started taking meds that made him like crazy. He started like over medicating himself and making himself crazy. And then he started catching shit like gout and catching all kind of weird shit. Then it went from, you know, him being a regular dude to they might have to possibly cut his feet off and shit like that. And in my mind, I'm gonna be real with you, CC. I was like, man, Tim trying to play crazy to get out of motherfucking jail and shit like that. Or get out of prison or get out of this bed and shit like that. He's just trying to fake it till he get up out this bitch. So I have a tendency to think that they be thinking that a lot of these dudes, like you said, motherfuckers be walking with walkers and shit like that. The motherfucking guards look at the motherfuckers as they faking and shit like that, just trying to go home.
Nah. Well, you ain't no way you could possibly be faking a lot of this shit that's going on. Here's the thing. When you go to jail and prison, especially prison, one of the things they do is they do a psyche eval. You know what I'm saying? Which they do that in jail too. But in prison, it's a must because they need to know how to control you. You know what I'm saying? They need to know if you on certain medicines, they need to know if they're gonna up the dosage or lower the dosage. They need you to be as mild as possible if you choose to go that way. You know, another thing is a lot of these chicks, I don't want to say this, but I gotta say this, God be dealing with them. You know, it was this one chick up in there. She cooked her baby and fed it to her husband. And so her mouth, oh my God, her mouth was the sharpest thing on her. Her fucking hair looked like ramen noodles. Black chick, her hair looked like ramen noodles, bald in certain spots. She was on her legs and shit was twisted. Like twisted, and she, you know, she always talking that flash shit like she can, like, bitch, if I take your walker from you, you're gonna fall and I'm gonna stomp you out. You know, you have to go there with her. But the way she talking to her, what she was talking about, you could tell she's not all the way there. When she cooked that motherfucking baby, she's supposed to have been in a fucking mental institution locked there, not here. You know what I'm saying? I know we all inmates, but it's regular inmates and this motherfucker's like that. It's people like that. It's something extra wrong. Just like I was talking about people who smear shit all over themselves. Do you know how insane you have to be to dip your hand under your ass and shit in it, or dig in the toilet and smear shit on your face? Well, come on. It's like, why are you trying to put me with this person? What are you trying to do? I can't correct them. There's nothing I can say out my mouth verbally that's going to make sense to this motherfucker. They play with shit. There's nothing I can say out my mouth verbally to a bitch who done cooked her baby. What can I say? They need help. You know, it was another lady there. She was older. She back in her day before she had got there, she ran her car into some people. Miss Edie, she ran her car into some people up in the mental hospital. When she went up into the hospital and said she need her psych meds, they told her she need to make an appointment. So she left the hospital, went and got a car, and ran up into the fucking hospital. You know what I'm saying? She ran through the hospital, ran over a whole bunch of people, ran through the hospital. She had been, listen, Miss Edie, I'm talking about, she's twisted up. She's twisted like a fucking bag. You know, she wore gloves in the summertime. She did the little walk. I'm sorry, God, because I'm not playing. But the whole thing was, and you know, she walked around and she this is how she talked. Yeah, all like that. But that lady, she been made parole. Why the fuck is she still here? Why is she still here? The lady had been paroled years. She was still in Muncie. It's like, why are y'all housing these people? Because they can get a check. And they don't have nobody. When you do some fucked up shit, you don't have nobody that's gonna step up and say, hey, they don't need to be there. They need to be up in here. They don't have nobody in the court to speak up for them. They don't have no lawyers. Like Miss Joan, rest in peace. She died not too long ago. Miss Joan Butler. She been slow her whole life. You know what I'm saying? And she found some chicks that she think that's her friends. The chicks had beef with some bitch over a dude, and John went them, and old girl go stab the bitch, kill her, and they blame it on Joan. Joan can't read, write, say her name, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They done locked her ass up for life, for fucking life. When it's like she's not even mentally there. How can you put her up in there? You know what I'm saying? Finally, they let her out. They let her out. Was it last year before last? They let her out. She died 2 weeks later. It's like they do shit just to get a check, though. It's not to help. Ain't no rehabilitation going on up in prison. I ain't seen a motherfucker rehabilitated yet. What do rehabilitation? Tell me, what is rehabilitation? What is rehabilitation?
To help fix an injury, to repair, restore an injury, or repair, or restore some, or to fix some, or you know, to bring something back to its natural, on to put it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening in prison. Prison is not a place that nobody goes to get rehabilitated.
Not at all. Prison is college for criminals. I learned more shit in prison. I learned so much shit in prison. God, I didn't even know that shit. I went there to learn. My slickness got up to par. You know what I'm saying? My thievery got up to par. My lying got up to par. Because you have to do all of these things in order to survive and maneuver up in there, because they make that shit so hard. It's just, man, fuck them people.
Hey, shout out to my brother Phenomenal Mexican. He said, did you guys see anyone go crazy in prison?
Yep.
You seen somebody completely lose it?
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell it. Because I'm gonna tell it. I gotta tell it later. But we all right. So while y'all finna get this up out of me, so don't be looking for it in the shit. While I'm on CRs, it's this chick. She down the hall. You know what I'm saying? All right. The first night, we found love in the hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. Everybody shut the fuck up. Night 2, 4 o'clock in the morning. We found love in a hopeless place. She jamming loud as fuck. Loud as fuck. Night 3. You know what I'm saying? Night 3, they had locked us down that day. So night 3, she in there. She got loud. We found love in a hopeless place. When they popped themselves the next morning. I'm sorry, God. They popped themselves that next morning. All you hear was whoosh. She said, I'm sorry. She set herself on fire. All you seen was a big ass blaze. Whoosh. The fuck? I'm like, what the? You know, everybody, they just had opened the fucking cells. Just opened the cells. We have been locked down all that time. They just opened the cells. Motherfuckers' doors popping, pop, pop, pop. And all you see was whoosh. Bitch set herself on fire. You muted. You've been muted for a while.
Wow. No, I mean, I'm sitting up here listening to you. So it was a fireball, just a straight fireball that came out of her cell.
She ain't even come out of her cell.
I mean, no, but y'all seen the fireball.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the most I've seen in prison, I've seen dudes just like lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? Especially like in the hole. You know, I'm gonna just be, and I'm not no disrespect, but I seen a lot of like white boys, like the confinement and shit like that. You can hear them like through the vents and shit like that. You can literally hear them breaking down and not, you know, because they're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to being kept away from human confined, being confined from other humans. And then, you know, when you constantly fucking with the guards, like calling them and shit like that, and they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? They do shit to aggravate you and shit like that. You know, motherfuckers will spit in your food. You know what I'm saying? And you know they'll do all kind of shit, and you'll see the shit. You know what I'm saying? You might get a tray every day and then spit in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they all they got to do is give you a fucking tray. Yep. And you see the shit, but you really in that motherfucker starving. You know what I'm saying? You starving and breaking down and look, when people see you weak, it ain't just the inmates that's gonna pick on you. It's gonna be the COs as well. Everybody is gonna, if you are looked at as weak, everybody is gonna pick on you. Everybody is gonna run down on you. They're gonna put you in weird ass situations to make you fend for yourself and shit like that. They're gonna put you in places where you really shouldn't be until you either stood up or you become completely victimized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to see you break. You got to understand, these people in here all day, they don't look at you like no human being. You are a job to them. You know what I'm saying? You a job. It's like a fucking zookeeper that don't give a fuck about the animals. You know what I'm saying? It's a zookeeper. You know, every now and then you'll meet somebody, you'll see a CO that care about the inmates, but then you got to really, that motherfucker might be by the book. And, you know, it's just, you know, you never know what's happening in there. But I have seen dudes completely like break down. I've seen dudes turn to straight bitches. You know what I'm saying? They come on a compound or whatever the case may be, and they crying because some girl done left them and shit like that, and they get up under some dude, and you know they turn into a straight bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know they get turned out. So I mean, I done seen all kind of weird ass shit in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just not really. It's not a place for It's not a place. Prison is not a place for the faint at heart. And but I was really interested in what you were saying, and this also goes to what you were saying as far as telling these stories. When you telling these stories about Dolores, people is laughing. But Dolores is really fucked up.
She real fucked up. And here's the thing: when you are respectable, like when you're, it's a couple things I'm gonna say. When you're respectable and you just, you know what I'm saying, real mild manner, and you just chill, the guards allow shit to happen. You really have to get on it. When I first got over there, you know what I'm saying, I got in the cell and I really don't want no fucking problems. I'm just on some chill mode. I've been a problem since I came out of blues. So you put me in this cell and you thinking it's funny you locking me in a cell with this bitch, not even knowing the type of person I am. Because I keep calling you, you thinking I'm weak and all this other shit. It's like, you don't get this lady hurt. I'm trying to avoid this, but I ain't cool, you know, because I'm really, really malicious. Like, it's like, okay, I got
you know, it's good that you still had a thought process, because a lot like some people like if especially if they've been in prison long enough, they've completely eradicated things. They don't got time for that no more. You know what I'm saying? And and those and it ain't no knock on guards or nothing like that because you got to understand to be a CO, you can't. Prison is full of the best con artists and shit. Like CC was there. CC a con and motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really look at. You got to always assume that somebody trying to get over on you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You got to be on your P's and Q's because an inmate will take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? You seen that with Mira and JJ. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? As soon as they spot a weakness and shit, these motherfuckers in here, they live in here and they got to get it how they live. You know what I'm saying? So
You
you
want to know?
always pray. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You want to know something? The most peaceful time I had until it wasn't peaceful no more is when I went to the hole. And even though motherfuckers be, I was in a cell by myself, but of course, but I was next door to my girl at the time, and the only thing that makes me nutty is other people. I don't like other people' voices. I'm listen, like I'm cool, but I'm not cool, but I'm cool. You know, so it's like all the chattering, especially don't talk to me. Like if I don't want you talking to me about me, don't say nothing to me, nothing to me. You know, just nothing to me. Whenever I'm in my way, just let me be. People don't know how to let you be. You know what I'm saying? So I found myself like when I was just chilling, not saying nothing to nobody, I was cool. But when motherfuckers start talking to me and calling me and want to fish and send kites and demand, how the fuck you demanded something, bitch? You in a hole. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, this was a kicker. An unwanted conversation. Don't have no fucking unwanted conversations with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially about some shit you don't fucking know. Bitch gonna ask me about my kids. So, how the kids doing? My kids are fine. Why are we talking about my kids in the motherfucking hole? Let's talk about the bitch I just had to beat out her motherfucking clothes and shoes about your ass. Let's talk about her. Don't talk about my motherfucking. Don't ask me about my. You don't even know my motherfucking kids. Why are you talking about my kids? You know what I'm saying? But you having this conversation with me, so other people can hear this shit, so you can try to, so it can make it seem like me and you, tighter than what we really is. We not shit. And when I get out of here, bitch, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass together. That was my whole thing. I'll be cool by myself. It be other people that make me crazy. And that's how I was in the hole. I was fine talking to my motherfucking self, and I will have a conversation with me. But other people makes me nutty. So that was the crazy part for me up in that fucking hole. You muted Black.
Shout out to the Queen Tanisha, Lady Elegance in the building. Salute to you. She said, "Hey, CC and Black. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday." And you're right, CC. It's a college for criminals for sure. It can make or break someone.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
Bo.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I enjoyed. I ain't gonna say I enjoyed. I didn't enjoy no time in prison, but the time in the hole was cool. You know what I'm saying? Other than the yelling, like motherfuckers breaking and shit like that. You know, the dudes that couldn't handle it being in there, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But there's some people, but that's the difference right there. Some people can be cool in the hole. You know they can, and you in the hole, you're gonna be able to take a shower. And I'm gonna tell you like this, like I'm from Texas. Like in Texas right now, it's 100 and some degrees every day. Probably, I want to say 80% of the prisons in Texas don't have air conditioning. They don't have air conditioning. So right now in Texas prisons, it could be 140 degrees in there, like all day long, like living in a sauna all day long. You praying for darkness. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a hole, you can't move and shit like that, it will drive you crazy. I know a lot of y'all might see prison and stuff like that, but like here, like I don't know how it is in all these other places, but here it's some dude that's in a hole right now, or it's somewhere where it ain't no air conditioner and it's 140 degrees in there all day, all night, and it's been like that for 3 months, day in and day out. So a motherfucker can go crazy in there. can lose their mind. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know that.
That's all them social butterfly type motherfuckers who gotta be talking.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
gotta be
I don't have to
around
be like
somebody.
that.
Nah, I'm cool. Listen, I'm cool with not talking to your ass. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not. I can sit there all day. I don't have to say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just in my head and I'm cool with that. But people always got to be in somebody's fucking face. People always got to be in somebody's business. People always got to figure out what's going on, the social butterflies and shit like, man, sit your stupid ass down. That's why your ass getting more time right now.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with we're not talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, that's one of the, if you in Texas, that should be one thing to keep your ass out of jail. Because right now, and it's like this at least 2 months out of a year, where motherfucker gonna be in that bitch and it's gonna be 100 every day straight for 2 to 3 months, and it's 120, 140 in that bitch all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers in that bitch stinking, losing weight. The food ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers out there in Texas, motherfuckers are still out here chopping grass. Still got motherfuckers on horses with mirror glasses standing over the top of them with shotguns and shit like that. That shit real here. You know what I'm saying? It all in the fucking line. And then they live to let motherfuckers fight. So motherfuckers getting their ass whooped in that line all the time. And motherfuckers are still expecting you to get your ass up and chop grass after you done got your ass whooped or you done whooped somebody's ass. So if you don't want to deal with none of that shit, I suggest you stay your ass up out of motherfucking prison. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of prison. It's not nowhere that nobody should be. It's not made for nobody. And it's not a good place to be. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't chopping grass, y'all. We ain't had no grass to chop. They weren't giving us shit that looked like chopping nothing. But what I was doing was running to the damn yard bulldagging. I lost a lot of fucking weight running to the yard bulldagging.
Yeah. They still picking cotton in some of these prisons out here too. They picking cotton in Louisiana, and some out here too. Some in Oklahoma. It just depends on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homeboy, Phenomenal Mexican. He said, I have 2 ACs and a fan, and it's hot in AZ. Just imagine being in a motherfucking 150-year-old stone prison that ain't got no fucking AC. And most of them motherfuckers don't have no phones in Texas. They don't have no phones. They just now started getting phones in the motherfuckers after 10 years, over the past 10 years. So, but look, CC, I really appreciate you. You know, we've been on here talking and chopping it up and going hard in the paint. You gave a lot of good game today, and I really enjoyed our conversation. Once again, I don't even know. You might the event may be sold out. Last time I checked, you had less than 10 tickets left to come see you in Dallas Fort Worth. What all you have before we get out of here, and you can go ahead and close us out with that.
Listen, to everybody who purchased their books, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy them. If you can't make the meet and greet and you still want autographed copies of the book, just cash out me. Send me your name and your address. Send it out to you. To everybody that I'm going to see at the meet and greet, y'all let me know if y'all bought tickets. Let me know. If whoever bought tickets, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I need to know that. And shit, y'all be smooth. Happy birthday, Shay. I know it's your birthday in a few minutes. Happy birthday, Shay. And shit, y'all, Sade, tell your mama happy birthday. I'm looking, tell your mama happy birthday, Sade. And tell the baby happy birthday. And shit, the rest of y'all be smooth. And I'll see y'all too. Hey, it's gonna be a dope ass episode Tuesday. So tap in.
How it's supposed to feel.
guys? It's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson. And a lot of you have been asking me for more content. Well, guess what? More content is here. I've lived a very colorful life. I've been a stripper, a drug dealer, a robber. I've been a felon, a mother, a graduate. I've been all of these things. And each and every Saturday, I'm dropping a new story for members only. So to get this exclusive content, sign up to my member, become part of the C Hive, and I'll see you guys there. Y'all have a dope day.